Alright, so both of our thermostats are calling for cooling at the moment, but zone 2, which is our upstairs, is showing red. It's showing it's not getting the call. So if we go Y to common, we've got 26 volts. If we go G to common, 26 volts. O to common, 0. So I believe that's why it's showing red, is our downstairs, zone 1, is calling for cooling. Zone 2 says that the thermostat is calling for cooling, but we don't have O. It can't run heating and cooling at the same time. So it's showing this as not calling. And when downstairs satisfies, we'll go turn that off. I bet you this turns green and that unit shifts and runs in heating. So we got to figure out where's our O signal going. So we're going to satisfy this guy. Boom, heat mode. We got it as a heat pump. Change over in cooling. Single stage. We do have backup. So settings are right. What about our wiring? They've got the orange wire in there in the O position. So we've either got us a bad wire or a bad thermostat. Pull the power and I'll show you how we're going to check it. All I did was pull O and Y. We know we had 26 volts on Y, so we know that wire's good. We tied it to O. We're going to go upstairs, check for any continuity. That's going to tell us that our wire is good and that this thermostat is the problem. Got it set for continuity. Touch the two tips together.
What did he say?
Continuity. Thermostat's the issue. All right, so the guy doesn't like our thermostats. He likes the one that he has. He wants to replace it with that. It's not one we offer. He's going to do it himself. So before I close everything up and get out of here, we're going to confirm this is the issue one other way. So bear with me. I'll get back with you. We got O, Y, and G in one. And we're going to go to R on the other. And look at there. We got us a call for cooling. All right, guys, this is a call I have been waiting for all day. We had a tech come out here and he found a trip breaker. He tried to reset it, it tripped again, opens up the unit, finds a burnt compressor plug and terminal on the compressor. I guess it's an old R22 unit, tried to set up the sales lead, but the landlord isn't going for it. So the office had me go and pick up one of these quick lug kits. I guess he's never installed one before, so they're gonna have me do it. Here's a little secret. I've never done one either, but I have seen a YouTube video, so I'm basically an expert.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
All right, breaker's off. Here's the unit we're working on. Got a nice little wire splice there. That's cool. Let's get it opened up. We're gonna check this compressor for ourselves because we don't assume anything. There's the plug, and that bottom spade is gone. Pulled this panel off, so now we got a little bit better access and you can see a little bit better what we're dealing with here. I ain't gonna lie to you, had a little bit of a tough time trying to record and get this thing going. So I've got those two on there and I'm gonna show you what I've been doing. So this right here is how it's shown in the picture, and then it's got this lead going here just like that. You don't want it flipped over. You want it just like that. All right. And so now we're gonna get this on here just like that. We're not gonna slide it all the way back. We don't want it touching anything on the back, it says. All right. And then we're just gonna screw this guy tight. We're just about to wire this thing up. These new wires are not going to reach, so we're going to have to splice it in with the old stuff. Before I do that and I start wiring this thing up, I just want to make sure that the little foam pad that was labeling common start and run is accurate. So I took some ohm values, blue to black, blue to red, red to black, and you can see we got our values here, although they do look a little off. Here's how we laid it out. We got our compressor terminals here. We labeled the colors that were on them. And then your smallest value, 1.2, that is going to be common to run. So that was black to blue. There is our smallest value. Your second smallest value is going to be common to start. That was 2.1. It was red to black, 2.1. Largest value is going to be run to start, and that was red to blue. So now we have a layout of where these wires should be going, and we're going to splice it in with these guys. This brown wire right here, looks kind of gray, but it's brown, is going to our capacitor. That is going to be our start winding, which is going to be red. Okay, so now our black wire is going to the opposite side of our capacitor common. Going to the opposite side, so that is going to be our compressor common. So black to black. Okay, lovely. So only one left is blue, which is our run, which is also going to our contactor. Just made a call for cooling. Let's see if the contactor's pulled in. Contacts are pulled in. Moment of truth. Let's hit the breaker, see what happens. $75/196. There is a TXV in there, so we have some subcooling, but 0 degrees of superheat. I know y'all saw that dirty coil, and I'm sure that's the reason for that. We'll holler at him, see what he wants to do. Right, doing a startup, guys. We're about to check our heat strips, and something I have had to start doing specifically on these train units is give this blower wheel a spin before you turn it on. It's coming out of the factory pushed too far down and it scrubs. So we're gonna go grab a couple tools and we'll get it taken care of. We had to pull the whole doggone thing out because just sliding it over like I normally do did not take care of it. So we pulled it out, and you can see the wheel is almost outside of the housing here, and so something isn't sitting right. We start inspecting the motor, and this foot, we've got like an inch, half an inch sticking out of there, but this one down here is just barely past the band. Now that it's out of the housing, you can see the difference between those 2 feet there. Belly band straightened out, adjusted the wheel, nice and smooth.